If you're a real estate agent and you're tired of your prospects negotiating your commissions, you want to say this instead. Come over here, I'm going to show you what to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to deframe them. This is actually called a deframe right here. Okay, so write down deframe, because I've got to get them out of the belief system that, you know, they want to use a real estate agent that lowers the fee, because that would obviously imply, if a real estate agent was lowering their fees, that they don't have much business because they're not that good at selling properties at the market value and on time. Okay, so I want to take them from price or cost-based thinking to results-based thinking. What's end result of selling the home? Them making more money, right? We're not even focused on the fee at that point. So instantly I'm going to do this. I'm going to act like I'm a little bit confused. Like, oh, yeah, we don't really have clients that would want me to like reduce the fee. I mean, is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually selling the property in the next 90 days around that $1.9 million market value price? See what I did there? That is part of the reframe. Reframing is the process of taking them from their belief system. Their belief system is, I want to use a real estate agent. I'm going to give them the listing that has the cheapest fee because they're in price or cost-based thinking. I want to take them out of that belief system, that frame, and reframe them into the end result of me selling the property on time and for the market value. Does that make sense? See how I take them out of that belief system into a new belief system, all right? So the first thing I'm going to do this again with you. I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah, we don't really have clients that would want me to reduce the fee. I mean, is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually like getting the property sold on time around the $1.9 million market value price? Now, notice what I said here. Why would I use the cheapest fee? Okay, what does cheapest sound like? Do you like cheapest? It sounds kind of bad. Now, if I said, I mean, is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually selling the property on time? See, that's not going to do anything. But the way my tonality emphasizes cheapest as a bad thing, watch what I'm doing here. Look at my hands. So is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually selling the property in the next 90 days around the $1.9 million market value price? It's hard for them to say, no, the cheapest fee is most important over selling it on time for the market value price. Notice I repeat back the price they said they wanted the home to sell for. Okay, I'm always going to do that. I'm not just going to repeat something like, or do you want the home sold on time? That's not going to get them into that results-based thinking. The number that they said is what I want them to think about. Are you with me on that? Okay, now reframing is the process here. So I'm starting to reframe right here. I'm reframing them into a new belief system that, oh, we're lucky to have a real estate agent that charges the full fee, because that must mean they're way better than anybody else that offering discounts, right? Okay, because an expert, an authority that everybody's going to sell that sells the most homes would never have to reduce their fee, right? They're too good, right? They get the end result. Okay, so here's what I'm doing here. So is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually selling the property in the next 90 days for the $1.9 million value? Well, of course we want to sell it. The prospect comes back. Of course we want to sell it for the best price. We were just seeing it like if we could get a discount. Yeah, because just so you know, typically the biggest reason that people come to us and pay us the regular percentage is because we're able to sell their home like far quicker around the asking price. I mean, they don't want us to reduce the fee, because they always tell us, like, if an agent reduces their fee all the time, that must mean what about the agent? See how I'm still reframing them? Do you see what I'm doing there? Now, what does this do? Okay, so this is what's called, I want you to write down, this is called an identity frame. Okay, so identity framing comes from people like Milton Erickson, famous family therapist back 100 years ago. Sigmund Freud. If you learned a little bit about Sigmund Freud in a university, like your psychology classes, this is the same. It's identity framing. I'm putting them in identity of these other homeowners who would never want the real estate agent that they're using to reduce the fee, because that means if the real estate agent was willing to do that, that they must not be that good. They don't have enough going on. So see how I'm reframing them into that identity of that person who wants the best real estate agent. Hey guys, Jeremy Miner here. Look, a lot of you leave comments wanting me to help you sell more. So the easiest way to get a hold of me, the quickest way, is to text me. So text me right now. It's 480-637-2944. So 480-637-2944. Listen, I started this company to help you learn how to close more deals, but do it the right way. Text me right now. Let's get back to the training video. It's hard for them to go away from that identity, okay? So notice I did that. Yeah, because typically the biggest reason why people, now, Why would I say that typically the biggest reason why people come to us? I'm saying the biggest reason why people come to us is because they want to pay this is because we're able to sell the home far quicker than everybody else. Okay, so see how I'm like reframing them, like this is why people come to us is because everybody else is willing to reduce it because they're not that good. See what I'm doing there? I mean, typically that's the biggest reason why people come to us and pay us the regular percentage is because we're just able to sell their home far quicker, and around the same asking price. I mean, they don't want us to reduce the fee because they always tell us, the prospects, they always tell us that an agent that just reduces their fee all the time, that must mean what about them? And now the prospect is telling me what? Oh, well, that must mean they don't have a lot going on. But they're also telling who? They're telling themselves that. You see how I'm getting them to persuade themselves, okay? Now, hey, if you like what I'm showing here, make sure you share this with somebody that's in your industry. And you could also learn how to do this for every industry, but also hit the subscribe button because I'm going to show you some other training videos after you subscribe, okay? Now, here's what I'm going to do here. Yeah, they don't want us to reduce the fee because they always tell us that, like, if an agent reduces their fee all the time, that must mean what? Yeah, that they don't have anything going on. Yeah, that they must, then I'm going to repeat back. Yeah, that they must not be that very good at selling your home, so they don't have many clients, which causes them to always have to discount because they're not very good. So is the cheapest fee the most important thing to you, or actually selling this property for 1.9 million? And I'm ending it with the new frame. Okay, does that make sense? Now, if you need help on this, all right, because you might have questions like, how do I deframe my prospects? How do I get them on different identity frames for what I sell? Because we already train your industry as well. Simply text me at this number, 480-637-2944, and me or one of my sales trainers will actually help you actually do that. Hope that helped you. And look, I also want you to make some comments down below on what you feel like you need the biggest help in. And I'll actually pick from your comments one of the next training videos I do here in the next couple of days. I'll pick one of yours comments. So just comment below like, hey, I need help in whatever, or ask me a question and I'll actually do a training video around it. Hope that helped you. Hit the subscribe button if you want to learn how to persuade and influence at the highest level. Hope that helped.